guys, welcome to our today's class. So today we want to talk about the channel. So this is our lab objective that we are going to try to accomplish together. So we have 4 switches, 2 LAN switch and 2 layer 3 switch. So also we have 3 networks, one network connecting between the layer 3 switch, which is referred to as DSW1 with the computers. Another network is connecting the server with the DS switch 2. Then we have connection between the distribution switch 1 and 2, which has a separate network as well. So this is our objective, what we're supposed to do. So N host and SVI IP addresses are pre-configured. So we're going to do it together. So I'll configure the N host with IP address, and we shall configure the VLAN SVI IP on the layer 3 switches. So this is our topology. This is our topology that we're going to be following. So these 2 links, we need to make them trunk. So this link here is gigabit 0/0, 0/1, sorry. This one below is gigabit 0/2. This one, the one of multi-layer, it is gigabit 1/0/3. Then the one below is gigabit 1/0/4. The same applied to this. So we have gigabit 0/1 and we have gigabit 0/2. This one the same, gigabit 1/0/3, and the one below is gigabit 1/0/4. And this one here, these 2, you have gigabit 0/0/1, and the other side is 2. So gigabit 1/0/2. The same applied to distribution switch 2. So I can just copy, or let me write. So G10/1, G1/0/2. So just to align them together, this is that interface, this is this is that, this is a network, that's the interface. 1 is here, 2 is here. Okay. So first thing, we need to assign the IP address to the N host. So this network is 172.16.1.0/24. So the first IP is given to the PC, the second IP is given to the PC, the third IP is given to the multi-layer switch virtual interface. The same applied to this. The first IP in this network, 2.0, is given to the server. The last IP is given to the SVI. So I'll go to the PC, I'll go to desktop, IP configuration 172.16.1.1. Subnet mask is class C, so 255.255.255.0. The gateway is the IP of the SVI, so 1.254. So close that. So go to PC2, desktop 172.16.1.2, 255.255.255.0. The gateway is the same as PC1, the server is in 2 network, so I'll go to server, go to desktop, IP configuration, so port 172.16.2.1. This class C also, so 255.255.255.0. The gate was 172.16.2.254. Okay, so we're done with the initial configuration for the PC. Now this link on AS switch 1, we need to make it bundle in the Ether channel. So I'm going to go to switch 1. Before that, let us create the SBI. So I'll go to switch 3. I need to make sure I power it. Okay, like that. Then I'll go to CLI. So as this one, okay, it is up. So now enable configure terminal interface VLAN 1. So this will create an interface VLAN. Okay, IP address 172.16.1.254, which is the gateway for the PCs. 255.255.255.0. No shutdown. can see we have SU before on ASW1 it was saying SD because the other switch was what? It was down. Now it is saying SU with S meaning layer 2, U meaning in use. That means the link is now in use. Again we're using LACP, but now inside bracket again is the port is what? Is P. That means it is bundled in port channel. Okay, so we are done with the link between access switch 1 and distribution switch 1. Now let us go to access switch 2 and distribution switch 2. So I'll start with this one. Here we have G0/1 and G0/2. So enable, configure terminal, interface, range, gigabit 0/1 to 2, channel dash group 1 mode. So this time what do they want us to use? They want us to use, they are asking us to configure layer 2 EtherChannel between SW2 and DSW2 using PAgP. Okay, and you need to configure it as trunk. So to use PAgP we need to use desirable and auto. So desirable and desirable will form what? Will form EtherChannel. Desirable and auto will also form EtherChannel, but auto and auto will not form EtherChannel. Okay, select it out. Interface port channel 1, switch port mode trunk. Okay, exit, show EtherChannel summary. Now you can see again the same status, but now the protocol is what? PAgP. Okay, because of the desirable command we have used. Alright, let's go to the distribution switch 2. Exit, interface, range. So the interface we have G0/1/0/3, G1/0/3 to 4. Channel group 1 mode. So we can put desirable or auto. Okay, so desirable, exit out, interface port channel 1, switch port mode trunk. Okay, now if I exit out, exit again, show EtherChannel summary. Again you can see we're using what? PAgP protocol. So we are done with configuring EtherChannel on this port. Now here they are asking us to configure layer 3 EtherChannel between distribution switch 1 and distribution switch 2 using static EtherChannel. Okay, so between distribution switch 1 and 2 we need to use the static EtherChannel on this link, and we need to make sure it is layer 3 EtherChannel. So we shall go to distribution switch 1. So configure terminal. So the ports are 1/0/1 and 1/0/2. So the type interface branch G1/0/1 to 2. And here to make it a layer 3 EtherChannel, we need to type this command, no switch port, which will turn this ports from switch port to routed port. Okay, now after that we shall type channel group. So this time we shall use to mode on. So on is a static EtherChannel. Active and passive is an LACP, and we have desirable and auto is what? Is PAgP. Okay, so we shall exit out. So do show IP interface brief. Now we have port channel 2, right? So no need to make it trunk because it is already what? A routed port. That means we are going to assign IP address to this port channel 2. Now let's go to distribution switch 2. So configure terminal, interface range G1/0/1 to 2. No switch port. Okay, channel group 2 mode on. That is it. Okay, exit out. Okay, so do show EtherChannel summary. Now you can see under group 2 port channel 2 we are having RU with R meaning what? R meaning layer 3. So effectively we have configured layer 3 EtherChannel. Okay, and these are the ports that are bundled. Okay, now the next thing, we're supposed to configure routes to allow the PCs to reach server 1. So we need these computers here to reach server 1. So here we have an IP, here we have an IP for the SVI, but on this port we don't have. So we need to configure what? An IP address on that port. So let's go to distribution switch 2. So we have the network is 10.0.0.0/30. So it is a point-to-point with .1 for distribution switch 1, .2 for distribution switch 2. So what we'll do, shall go to interface port channel 2, IP address 10.0.0.1 255.255.255.252. Okay, no shutdown, not necessary. So this way of configure an IP on the port channel. Okay, port channel 2, exit and exit. Let's do the same on distribution switch 2. So configure terminal, interface port channel 2, IP address 10.0.0.2 255.255.255.252. No shut, not necessary again. Exit, exit. So show IP interface brief. So you can see on port channel 2 we have an IP. It is up, right? So if I try to ping 10.0.0.1, I should get reachability. Okay, now the next thing, on this interface we have an IP, here also we have an IP, but the problem is this switch cannot reach up to this server. Why? Because this switch doesn't know about how to reach. So what we can do, we need to assign routes. So on switch 1 we're going to assign just a static route. So this you do it from global configuration mode. So conf t, say IP route. If I put question mark, Then is the destination prefix. So this destination prefix is the network that which is unknown to this network here. Okay, so the network which is unknown is this one here. So we shall type 172.16.2.0 and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. The next hop, we need to tell it to come to this link here, 10.0.0.2. Okay, so this way it is done. Now again I need to go to this. If this network wants to reach to this network, let it come to this switch. So conf t IP route 172.16.1.0 255.255.255.0. It should go to the next hop is 10.0.0.1. Enter, exit. So to confirm, show IP route. So DS2 show IP route. So there is one command that we did not issue. So this we have done is not going to work. So what we need to, the command we need to do to type is IP routing. That's the first thing before we create what? The static route. So after doing this, now let us test. Do show IP route. Now you can see we have static route to that network. Okay. So we need to go to this switch again. In global configuration mode, we need to type IP routing. Now if I say do show IP route, so I'll have our static route that we declared. Now what is next? Configure apps. Okay, this one is done. Now to test, I'm going to ping from here to the server. So first IP config. So the IP is there, ping 172.16.2.1. Okay, now it's reachable. PC1 can reach the server. Let's try from PC2. Ping 172.16.2.1. See, it's reachable. Now vice versa, also the server can reach the PCs. Now the next thing we're supposed to do is what? What is the default EtherChannel load balancing method used on each switch? So we just need we need to confirm by going to the switch, then we type this command: show EtherChannel port channel. Okay, so EtherChannel port channel. So it's going to show you the protocol that is used, and when it is active, the state, which interface is being used. Show EtherChannel ? Load balance. So I need to see the load balance. This is a command that I need to type. So you can see the default that is used, the default load balance that is used on switch 1 have source and MAC address. This is the default. Let's test the distribution switch. Exit. So we'll type show EtherChannel load balance. Okay. Now this one here is using what? Source MAC address also. So this is the default. Okay. Remember the command show EtherChannel load balance. Now the last objective is configure the switches to load balance based on source and destination IP address. So I'm going to show you one, then as you do your lab you do the rest. So let's go to switch 150. So the command is port channel load balance. Then if I put question mark, these are the options. So you do it in global configuration mode. You type port channel load balance, then you type. So this is what they want us to use, source destination IP. So I'll type src dash dst dash IP, enter. Okay. So now access switch 1 will be using what? Source destination IP to load balance between what? The EtherChannel ports. So exit. Now to confirm, show EtherChannel load balance. You can see it is using what? Source destination IP. So go ahead, you configure the rest of the switches. Thank you. See you next time.